All right, guys, so this is where the fun begins. Let's go into our product research, and we're going to go through the first product research technique, which I call the product research hero technique. Okay, so for this particular product research technique, we're going to be using Jungle Scout's web app. In a previous video, we talked about how to get Jungle Scout's web app. Okay, so this is what we're going to be using today. I'm going to be talking about the filters and all that good stuff. So let's just go ahead and just get into it, all right? So let's go ahead and get into our members or log into our Jungle Scout. All right, we're going to be looking at all of our filters here, and we're going to be dissecting, and I'm going to talk to you guys about what filters we're going to need to put into place before we start searching. Okay, so depending on what marketplace you're on, you're going to go and select your marketplace here. You know, we have Canada, Germany, Spain, etc. Obviously, this is I'm in the USA, so I'm in the US market, so I'm going to be selling in the USA. So let's go to select that. All of these categories here are categories that are ungated. These are categories that we want to look for. For example, baby, beauty, the beauty categories, health and household, health and personal care, home and kitchen, home improvement, kitchen and dining, pets, patio, lawn, tools and home improvement, toys and games. Okay, like I told you guys earlier, we want to definitely avoid those electronics. We want to definitely avoid those clothing, and the rest of these, categories are gated anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the right side to the filters, which is extremely important. Let's go from top to bottom. Okay, so there's only a couple of filters that we need to fill out. We don't need to fill out every single one of these. And the first one that we want to fill out is price. Okay, so remember when I told you guys that price, we want to stay above $15. But for this particular search, let's go and just throw in like 19. Let's do 1987. All right, and then our max is, let's say our max is 29.97. So let's go look for products between $20 to $30. Okay, over here in the product tier, go ahead and select standard. Okay, this will ensure that our product isn't oversized and heavy, meaning that the weight of the product isn't high. So that is good because when we're shipping products overseas, via our supplier from China, we don't want our products to be extremely heavy because it's going to cost a lot more for our shipping, and we don't want that to eat up our profit margin. So let's go ahead and just select standard right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and move down. We can skip net, we can skip rank, we can skip estimated sales. We want to move down to revenue. Okay, so with revenue, remember I said that we want to be at least above 5,000. All right, and let's go ahead and for this particular search, let's do about 8,000. You guys could always tweak these numbers, but I want to give you guys a foundation. All right. So estimated revenue for max, we don't want to put in max. Obviously, the more the better. So we don't want to give a max for how much money we want to make. For reviews, all right. So remember what I told you, that we want to look for products that are under 75 reviews. All right. So for this particular one, let's go ahead and just put let's say max. Let's put max 50 reviews. Then we'll be looking at products anywhere under 50 reviews. Okay. So the lower, the better. Okay. Other than that, that's the only thing we really need to do. We don't really need to deal with any of these things. And then what we can do now is go ahead and click search. So what this will do is it's going to pull all the data from Amazon, Amazon's marketplace. It's going to give us exactly with these filters the products that we are looking for. It's going to show us products from all of these categories that are between $20 to $30, that are for this particular search filter, that are doing at least 8,000 in revenue and that are below 50 reviews. Okay, so let's go ahead and look over here. We'll notice that we have about 2,000 search results. Let's go ahead and bring that lower. And make sure here, guys, right here on the right-hand side where it says results per page, make sure you put 200 just so we don't have to keep skipping pages. But let's go ahead and get that below 1,000. So a good way to do that is to just drop this review. Makes our search list a lot shorter. So it's still at 1,500. Let's bump this revenue to 1,100. All right, perfect. We're at 900. Okay, so now we can go ahead and search the database results and find products with Jungle Scout's web app, potential products that may have a market for us to enter. Okay, so let's go down this list together. All right, so right away we'll see this one right here. It's a changing pad, but it looks like it doesn't look like a fabric or textile. Let's go and open that just in case. Okay, so what you want to do is don't worry about constantly opening tabs and going to it. Just look through the list, and then we'll go ahead and look at it after we go through the first page, etc. So this right here, you'll notice is, I think that's glass. Yeah, it's a frame, so we want to avoid the glass like I talked about in an earlier video. Let's go down a little bit more. This is glass right here. Glass, decorative hanging planter's pot. See, this particular product has 39 reviews. It's doing about 15,000 sales. That's crazy. So let's go and take a look at that. Pokemon cards. No, we don't want to sell Pokemon cards. We can't, obviously, it's patented. We don't want to do that. So 24 feet of fall decoration value pack. This looks pretty interesting. We could go definitely look at that. Let's see. Staple gun. This looks pretty interesting. So yeah, let's go and open that as well. Extra magnet floor vent covers. That's so you'll notice that when we're looking down this list, we'll be finding like extremely random products you've never heard about. And the truth is, the more random and that it is, the better. So that's definitely what we want to look for. A 2x2 premium cardboard coin holders. A cardboard holder for $21. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and open that. So this here lamp, if this is made out of glass, it might be a problem. Supplements, definitely want to avoid supplements. Adapt barrier rings. Let's go ahead and open that up. And then let's see, popcorn machine. So we're just going to go down this list. Let's go ahead and select one more. I don't want to spend too much time just going down this list because it does take quite some time. I just want to show you guys the basis of how using Jungle Scout's web app actually works. Non-stick. No, that's definitely patented. So let's go ahead and baseboard. No, that's definitely patented as well. Bar collar. That might be pretty interesting, but it's also an electronic, so we definitely want to avoid that, especially if it's our first product. Okay, one more. That is an electronic as well. Definitely not that one. Let's go ahead and bikini trimmer, women's shaver, waterproof. Okay, so that's an electronic for sure. Wait, isn't it electronic? Yes, electric. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at. So these are all like supplements and stuff. This is pretty interesting. Horse doll gift. Okay, we can definitely look at that. Okay, so now that we have all of these, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we have 8 products that we could potentially look at. What we're going to do now is we're going to actually open up these products, all right, and we're going to open up the listing, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at the title and we're going to find the broadest keyword and then search that onto Amazon. So for example, let's read this title real quick and get a general idea what the broad keyword would be. So let's see, organic jersey, cotton changing pad. I believe it would be cotton changing pad. So what we're going to do is, cotton changing pad cover. I think it would be considered just changing pad cover. So we're going to just take the broad keyword. So we could obviously play with this, but you want to read it and get yourself a general idea of what the keyword is. All right. So let's go and do that. Throw that in there okay. So let's go back real quick. When you guys are searching up these products, make sure that when you put in, the keyword, that we're going all the way to the top. So we were at baby, to all the way to the top and click all departments. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're actually selecting all of the departments. All right. So once we get this open, what we want to do now is we want to run Jungle Scout's Chrome extension on the product catalog and onto the market. Okay, so let's go and open up or run Jungle Scout, and then we'll look at this product. Okay, so we'll be able to see the price. The price is, it's kind of cool right here. Sales are pretty good. Revenue is actually really good on this one. Okay, so you'll notice right here on the reviews, it's just, it's way too competitive. But like I told you guys, exceptions. Okay, so let's go and look down to the second page here. So the second page would usually be after 14. So let's go look at the second page. So the market's still good on this one. Let's go ahead and, just dissect the third page, just in case. So, like the market is pretty good for this one. It does kind of die out a little bit, in terms of, 700, but this is definitely something to look for. The only concern that I have is that this Summer Infant brand is kind of like dominating the market. You'll notice that they have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the top 11 listings. But, this is something to look at. let's go ahead and move on to the second product. So we'll definitely keep that as an option here. Let's move on to the second product. 2 small decorative geometric hanging planters pot. So I'm going to assume that the broad keyword is right here, hanging planters pot. Same thing, guys, all the way to the top to all departments, and then we're going to just search it right here. Okay, now we're going to run Jungle Scout and see how this product catalog looks. So remember, we want to gauge the product catalog. So just because the product is doing well, it doesn't mean the entire market is doing well. So we want to make sure, okay? So looking over this, this looks, not too bad. I mean, revenue is a little bit low, little unstable, but there's some potential here. Let's go ahead and just dissect the second page and see if the market's still good. Always look at the second page, guys. Always look at the second page. So the only problem I have with this is that the market is unstable. Like you have somebody doing 4,000, and then you have somebody doing 800, and then you have someone doing 700. So this is something to look at. I feel like we're finding some pretty good products already, right off the bat. So this is pretty interesting. We'll definitely keep that on the side. Let's move on to the third product. 24 feet of garland fall decoration value kit. Let's just call it garland. Oh, garland. It's okay. So it's a type of leaf, I'm assuming. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take this. Okay, so that looks like it would be the right product. Okay, let's go and run Jungle Scout's Chrome extension on that bad boy. All right, so this product right here is doing really well. We're finding some good products already on the Jungle Scout web app. This is pretty good. So I'm wondering why this is only doing 500 and has the most reviews. And this guy's killing him right here. But this product, let's go and just dissect the second page real quick, just so we could see how the market is doing. The second page, it's cool too. This is definitely something to look at as well. I wouldn't consider it extremely viable just for the simple fact that, I guess it's okay. But market is kind of low right here, like 2,000, 300, 100. So I guess it's something to keep on the side. Just right off the bat, I personally wouldn't get into it just because there's some uncertainty there. But if you continue to look at the market, there might be a chance that it might do well. I'm gonna assume that it's pretty seasonal too, considering that it is a fall decoration. I don't know who puts up fall stuff during the winter, but if you guys notice that this product is doing really well right now, and it's winter. Wait, yeah, so winter. Oh, I'm so dumb. Fall. For some reason, I thought fall was spring. So, yeah. So I thought for some reason I was thinking about spring. But let's just say, for example, this was like a spring decoration, okay, and it's winter, and the product is still doing well. We can assume that during the spring season, it would be a lot better. So if you were to prepare for it, and it seemed like it was a product that was the season it's for spring, and it does really well in the spring by using camel, which I'll be talking to you guys about later, to see if the product is seasonal, and if it does well in the season, then that would be definitely something to look at. Okay, sorry about that. For some reason I don't even know what what day it is anymore, right? Okay, so staple gun. I'm just gonna assume right off the bat that this is gonna be pretty expensive to manufacture. Okay, but let's go ahead and look at it anyway. So it's a 3-in-1 staple gun. Right off the bat, that's definitely what we're looking at. More or less, people would actually be typing up, staple gun and not 3-in-1. But just for this purpose, let's go and look at it. Okay, so that seems pretty good. Yeah, like I said, my concern about this one, honestly, would just be that it's way too. It's going to cost a lot to manufacture, and that's going to be trouble. So right away, I'm not even feeling this market. This is our product that we're looking at here. Market is really unstable. There's some people here that aren't doing any money, aren't doing anything. There's products here that are way too expensive. Let's go ahead and just remove the staple gun. I mean the 3-in-1, and then run Jungle Scout on that and see how this looks. This might be really competitive. Yeah. So yeah, just looking at this, it's obviously extremely competitive. We have 500 reviews here, 300. The first page is just dominating. So let's just go ahead and say no to that one. Let's go look at this one right here. Extra magnetic floor vent covers. What makes something extra magnetic? That's the question. All right, let's just go put magnetic floor vent covers. Extra magnetic. I've never heard of that. Oh, double thick magnet. Okay, so that's probably why. All right, let's go and check that out. And then let's go ahead and run Jungle Scout on that bad boy. All right, so right off the bat, I'm just looking at this. Um, Number one, the reviews are really high. Number two, the sales are inconsistent and drops off very quickly. And number three, the price is just horrible. So $6, $7, we definitely don't want to get into a product that is that low. So let's just say no to that. All right, let's go and look at the product that I was wondering why it's $21 just to hold a penny. Cardboard coin holders. All right, let's go and check that out. All right, so let's go and copy that. Same thing. Paste that into there. Let's go ahead and run it on the catalog onto the market. Right off the bat, price is way too low. Definitely don't like it. Sales drop, and all those things. So that's a no for us. Let's go and look at it right here. The adapt barrier rings. Okay. All right. So just looking at this product, and we'll notice that the brand that dominates it is Hollister. Okay, yeah, this whole product catalog is just basically this brand, so we want to avoid it altogether. Okay, and the last one is a Spirit and Lucky Horse doll set. So let's go ahead and see what we would actually categorize this as. Let's see. I'm assuming this is a brand, so it's going to be patented, but we can go ahead and just gauge the market. It's a toy, so it's probably doing really well right now. If you're watching this video and it's before December, it's probably doing really well. But let's go and look at it anyway. Let's go ahead and put, I'm just going to type it out, not Lucky Horse and doll set. Okay, let's go and check that out. Okay, so you'll see that that's the product we're looking at right there by Breyer or Brayer. All right, so yeah, this isn't gonna look too good. Obviously, this is a brand, a toy brand. They're probably, the thing you guys have to remember, the thing about brands are big brands. I'm not sure if Brayer is a big brand, but I'm talking about brands in general. And we'll be talking about this a lot more in the later videos. But the thing about brands, you guys have to understand, is that just because you look at, you're looking at products and you are like, wow, like they're doing 21,000, they only have 26 reviews, like that's crazy. But you guys have to understand that brands there's a 99% chance that they're driving outside traffic. Okay, so it doesn't mean that people are actually going on Amazon and searching up horse and doll set and buying it from their listing. There's a chance that they're running Facebook ads, that that they're on blogs, that they're running like some digital marketing on it. They're they maybe have like some Instagram accounts that are promoting it. That they have a website that is driving traffic to their Amazon listing. So it's not all because of Amazon's search database. It's because there's chances that they are running outside traffic. So just remember that. Just because you see a product that's doing like 50,000 in revenue and it has 5 reviews, chances are it's because they're a brand and because they are driving outside traffic. So I want you guys to remember that. All right. So we found some pretty good products. I don't know why I X'd out every single one of them, but we found some really good products, and we've only been doing this for, I don't know how long we've been recording for, but we found this in like 10-15 minutes. Those products are really good, and those are things to look at. This is a great way to gauge products in the market. Obviously, this is updated every single day, so I want you guys to stay on top of the game with this the Jungle Scout web app. Okay, make sure that you're getting your search results below 1,000, so you're not searching forever, and you want to narrow down the list. Okay, so remember, we're looking at products over $15, but just to make ourselves like safe, put in $20 or $25, or even you could look for products that are between $30 and $40. It doesn't matter. Doesn't mean that you need to stay below $30, but what it does mean is that we would definitely want to stay at least above 15. Okay, and in this case we are above 20. All right. So, and of course our estimated revenue. We want we got it. We initially put 8,000, but because we were trying to get this list down, so we could kind of condense it, get a little bit more specific with our searches and all of those good things. So make sure you refer back to this video if you have any questions on how to do Jungle Scout web app again. I think we did a really, really great job with this video, and I'm pretty excited about it because we found some really good products, and we literally did it in like 10-15 minutes. So this is good. This is a great product research technique. We have 2 more product research techniques that we're going to be talking about. I'll be adding more, obviously to this course as we continue to go along, but this is the first one, and I think we hit it home with this one, and I'm pretty pumped about that. And that's it. So look over this video, go over it one more time, do it with me, and see what you can find. If you find anything with potential and you still are unsure about it, refer refer back to the last video where we talk about examples of viable products versus bad products and all of those good things. All right, so that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.